सारी चीजें डिस्कस करेंगे। क्या ख्याल है आपका?
ठीक है सर।
Okay, so let's start today's lecture, that is on job design, participation and work arrangement. In the organizational behavior, what is the meaning of the job design? What is its nature and its significance? So how can we look at job design in the light of its purpose, its nature and the rationale, and its importance in the organizational life? So today in this particular lecture, we will try to develop our understanding of what is job and what is job design, its nature, justification for job design, and its importance in the life of organization. The second learning outcome will be, we all course participants, you all course participants will start thinking and analyzing your own position in your organization with specific reference to your organizational mission and how your job meets the needs of that organizational mission. So does that make any sense for you when you start analyzing your own job, nature of job, and then looking at the organizational mission of your organization? Then you will be able to link this understanding, apply and analyze this knowledge at that particular level. So we will try to develop our understanding at these two levels. One is at basic level of our understanding. Secondly, analyzing and evaluating your own job with specific reference to the mission and how your job meets the organizational mission. So let's start. What jobs are, and that has a specific structure. So within that organizational structure, you will have to look at your job and the jobs of the other people in the organization. How many people in that organization have their jobs? So because of the jobs as unit of that organization, sense of that organizational mission, what kind of the organization that is, and how that organization is going to achieve its mission in the light of these different basic units of its structure. So belongs to organization. Basically, every job is, when you talk about a job, that belongs to an organization. So without an organization, that does not mean to say it's a job. Job is basically is related to an organization, and all jobs are result oriented, because without result oriented you cannot say a job, because a job is there because that organization is interested to achieve certain results in line with its mission. Organization has a mission, and that mission to achieve, it needs some results to obtain, and these results are obtained through different natures of jobs. Jobs are not static. Jobs are dynamic. With the passage of time in the organizational life and beyond the organizational life. So the organization needs to maintain its positionality in the market, its competitive edge in the market, so that to achieve all these jobs needs to be upgraded, enhanced, enlarged, enriched, and sometimes need to be modifications in the nature of the job. None of these jobs are very much static, but those jobs are dynamic. They depends upon how that organization respond to the needs and demands of the market within and beyond its boundaries. Let's look at this one, organization and jobs. Basically, the purpose of job design is to present an organization through its basic units of structure so as to achieve its mission. This means that your organization has a mission, and that mission to achieve, that organization needs to present itself in the forms of jobs with human resources in that organization. So from CEO to gatekeeper, there are a number of different jobs. All those jobs represent that organization, and look at that particular nature of jobs from top to bottom or bottom to top. You can see what kind of organization is this and what will be its mission. So this means that an organization is represented, its organization is recognized through different nature of jobs in that organization. So from the organizational mission, when you have to look at this organizational mission, this must be in line with that organizational vision. Then after that vision and mission, you can look at, you need a strategic plan in the organization. And that strategic plan is very important towards moving towards that particular mission. And within that strategic plan, you will have to be a number of plans, short-term plans and medium-term plans. So that help to be linked with that strategic plan. And then you need an organizational structure. This organizational structure, as earlier we talked about what is the nature of the structure, how these organizational functions help to achieve this particular meaning. And then the basic thing is the jobs, people who are engaged with particular tasks. So in this way, we can understand job design, how the jobs are designed in the organization, what are the purpose of designing those jobs, how those jobs are linked with its structure and strategic plan leading to organizational mission, etc. So when we look at linkages between the organization and jobs, you can see this job is basically a building block in the organizational structure. Whatever the organizational structure might be, these jobs represent a building blocks. The link between an individual and the organization. Because when you have a job in the organization, you become an employee, and that organization become an employer. So this is a relationship, this is a link between an employee and an employer. There is a strong link, there is a strong connection between these two. So that is how you can understand the nature of the job. The bridge between people and what is expected of them, their work, nature of work, what kind, what a gatekeeper needs to do, what a manager needs to perform. So their work, their nature of work shows what is the relationship of that person, that employee with that organization. So that is how you can see, and what are the expectations of that organization from that individual as an employee. Jobs are designed independent of the person doing the job at that point in time. Basically, how we design a job in an organization, that depends upon organizational mission, not the people you are looking to hire for that, to achieving that particular job, because you have a particular nature of the an organization, and that organization has to achieve certain level of the goals, and looking at those goals, you have particular mission. To achieve that mission, you need some people who have this sort of knowledge, this sort of skills, this sort of expertise, and this sort of dispositions, and there you need some motivated people. Basically in line with the organizational mission, not the people in the market. So how can we enhance the performance of an organization when you have a structure, when you have basic building blocks, the jobs, the people, employees are there, and you have designed a job based on your mission, and these people have that level of, definitely you will hire those people based on their knowledge, based on their skills, based on their expertise, which the design job demands. And based on the demands of the particular design job, you need people in the organization. And those people, if those people are very motivated people, it is possible to enhance the performance of organization. So that is how you can look at this model in the light of motivated people in the organization can enhance the performance of organization. And in between, you can see how this motivation comes. Motivation comes through need-based perspectives. Need-based perspectives on motivation. When you talk about motivation, that is a need-based perspective. When you will have to look at the concept of motivation in the light of need-based perspectives, and at the same time process-based perspectives on motivation. So in these two different perspectives, when you look at this motivation, and these motivated people potentially contribute to organizational performance, so they can enhance the performance of organization. And for that to achieve, definitely you need a certain level of job design, employee participation, alternate work arrangements, goal setting, performance management, organizational rewards. Because of these layers of, either you look at these layers in horizontally or vertically, whatsoever. So they have their own specific meaning, and that meaning is to how you ensure as a manager in the organization, as a leader in the organization, how you lead the people, these motivated people, how they you need to motivate those people, and in order to enhance the performance of the organization. And for that, there are many things which play a vital role. When you have not a specific design job design, so there are difficulties. So the people in their job, without their TORs, without their tasks to guided tasks to perform, what to do and how to do and why to do. So unless you will not have this sort of particular structure, you cannot expect employees to perform their task in line with your organizational mission. So how you would expect those people would enhance their performance? So this is you as a manager. You need to look at each and everything that directly or indirectly contribute to enhance the performance of the employees. So in this way, we can understand the nature of this model, enhancing performance of the organization in the organization. Let's look at very briefly again, what is the job design, how organization define and structure their jobs. Probably you can say properly designed jobs can have a positive impact on the motivation, performance, and job satisfaction of those people who are performing in those jobs. So when you look at this job design, so you should ask this question: how organization define and structure jobs? So for that, from context to context, from country to country, and from organization to organization, and based on its mission, definitely the planners need to look at this job design jobs, properly designed jobs, not improperly designed jobs, because improperly designed jobs would not give you that level of performance in the organization. That's why you need to look at properly designed jobs, what the job demands, what is the nature of the task that you expect from an individual to perform and get the desired results in line with the organizational mission. So for that, you need to be very conscious about properly designed jobs, which can definitely improve the performance in the organization, because they have a positive impact on motivation of the people. If you will guide the people, this is your TOR, this is the task, you have to, this is your role, and this is your responsibility. At the end, we expect you to achieve this this objective of your task. So that in this way you can understand the properly designed job and its nature and its importance in the organizational life. So how can you motivate people? If you have properly designed jobs in the organization, if you have people to perform that job in line with organizational mission, if you have a system of monitoring and evaluation, if you have a system to look at either the people on the job are satisfied or not. So job satisfaction, earlier we discussed thoroughly this particular concept. What is job satisfaction? So how this satisfaction comes, you must know. So in the light of all these kind of things, you can enhance the performance of the individual. So that's why job design is very, very important in the organization. When you answer the question, why this job design is important, you can justify your arguments. You can justify these things, because the job is properly designed jobs are very important, because they enhance the performance of the people who have positive impact on their motivation in their job. So when you look at the this is one of the things you need to understand.
Sir, excuse me, sir, आपकी voice fluctuate हो रही है.
Model of the get this efficiency, the input and ratio.
सर आवाज कट रही है सर आपकी.
Output. So this is how you can understand the organizational efficiency in the light of this specific job specification. It can help improve efficiency. Efficiency means here what kind of input you are giving and what is the outcome. So when you calculate its ratio, so input to output, so that is how you can understand this the concept of the job specification. So but can also promote monotony means the deadliness or and the boredom, dullness due to one specific nature of the job. So one specific job specification, on the other side, you can look at so how this same one specific nature of the work creates a kind of boredom and dullness in the employees. So that is one of the flip side of the situation in job specification. So the rotating people from one position to another position and another position to the next position, so that kind of engaging people in to avoid this boredom from one specific task. So that involves systematically moving workers from one job to another to minimize monotony and boredom. So because in previous slide you can see how this job specification affects on the one specific nature of the task affect the people. So that's how you can to avoid that one. So you need to rotate people from one position to another position. So there are many positive and negative effects of this job rotation. You can see how this have when you look at this negative, still leaves workers with the narrowly defined routine jobs, because you have narrowly defined routine jobs, and because of that the workers have some sort of problems in their jobs. The workers simply experience several routine and boring jobs instead of just one. So that's another thing, because gaining as an expertise, particular expertise and mastery skill in one particular job, they are just a jack of all trades is a master of none sort of situation. But there are some positive aspects as well. A worker rotated through a variety of related jobs acquires larger set of jobs. That's one of the most important and interesting positive dimension of this job rotation is when you today you are in one position as a registrar in the office at a university, some another academic manager specialization. When you look at the job specialization, so job rotation has one of the alternatives. So looking at another important point, that is the job enlargement. Job enlargement is a horizontal loading of the tasks in a particular job. That is a kind of, you are given too much responsibilities of a same job in a horizontal manner. For example, 5 people are performing the same job, and you are given the whole responsibility without giving this authority. Simply you are loaded horizontally with these different people's work. So that is, you can see that is a job enlargement. So that is a huge work is assigned to you within your own domain. which other people in the organization were working, those tasks are given to you. And that's unfortunately job enlargement has failed to have the desired effects. So this has a negative, not a positive effect on the organizational life. So job enlargement has to do nothing with enhancing the performance of the organization. Whereas yes, job enrichment is something vertical job loading. When you look at the job enrichment, this means that you are not only providing some more tasks to an individual in the organization, but also you provide that person the control over those tasks. If those tasks, the responsibilities and the kind of managerial responsibility, how those additional tasks can be performed and what would be the impact on its performance. So based on that, if you give more control to these jobs, and that job enrichment can make better sense for the organizational life. So that's how you can understand this particular nature of the job enlargement and job enhancement with the specific reference to this specialization, job specialization. So I think this is how we can understand job